So there are several reasons why most life insurance agents actually fail during their first year. Okay, it's no surprise to anyone in the industry that most agents actually fail in their first year. Actually, I think there's actually a group out there, a great guy, Cody Askins, it's called 8% Nation. And what they do is the thing that he follows the statistic that 92% of life insurance agents will fail their first year. So I've learned in the years I've been in the industry of why that really is. So I'm going to take a deep dive into that and really go over why some people succeed and then why some people don't find the success that they're really looking for. Okay, so main reasons I'm going to go over here. Number one, they don't have persistence on a given course. So meaning they get knocked down, they get in their head, and they give up before they get back up, right? And in a way, it could be called laziness, but I think they're two different things. There's almost like a spiritual level to it. And next, they don't consistently train every single day to improve. Number three, they don't listen to the mentors in their industry and they don't really follow the money. So like if you're in the industry and you want to make money, listen to the people making money, right? Don't listen to the person sitting there not doing anything and who doesn't make any money, right? You want to follow the lead of the person who's bringing in the bucks, right? Next, they don't apply the training that they learn. And if training isn't provided, that's not the agent's fault, it's agent's fault, but YouTube, there's so many different sales training videos out there. You don't even really need a mentor or a sales trainer. There's so many things online. YouTube videos, there's so many different resources out there. But they don't apply it. That's the most important thing because knowledge is useless unless it's applied. Okay, and then next, they don't have an enthusiasm needed to get someone to like them quickly, so they don't have the ability to come with energy, enthusiasm, and excitement to get someone to really, really like them. Or six, they're just flat out lazy. So I'm going to go to the number one reason here is like people don't get back up after getting knocked down. So you got to understand that if you set a goal and you don't hit that goal, you either have to work harder or lower your standards. The only two options. Like you either got to do more work or lower your standards. And it's totally okay. Maybe you decide you don't want to make $1 million after all, or you don't want to make $100,000. But if you shoot to make $1 million and you don't want to put in the work needed to make $1 million, you better lower your freaking standards or you're going to be miserable. And realize that you don't have what it takes. Plain and simple. That's okay. You don't have to do that. Say, hey, actually I'm cool with 100,000. I can work that. I'm cool with 60,000, whatever it is. But you got to get real with yourself on how much you're actually able to put in versus how much you want, okay? So a couple ways that you can do to work harder and smarter is just go back to the drawing board. Like evaluate your progress so far, find your weak points, train on those weak points and make sure that you apply them. Role play with other agents, find sales tips on YouTube or other social media outlets and then practice. And if you have your sales pitch down but you're still not getting the sales that you want, make sure you're working enough, right? Like whenever I sit down with agents who aren't happy or aren't making enough money, first thing I looked at, are you even working? One, because everybody wants to get paid, not many people want to work. So you got to make sure you put in that activity. It means how much time are you actually talking to clients every single day? If you're not on the phone talking to clients, you're unemployed if you're selling insurance. Or if you have any business at all, if you're not talking to a client, you're unemployed. That's what you get paid for. You get paid to talk to people, essentially, right? So next thing I'm going to go over here is number two, most agents don't train every day. So think about this. If you're a lumberjack, right? If a lumberjack is sitting there hacking away at wood in the woods, and it's usually where they cut wood in the woods, right? So if they're over there hacking away and they don't sharpen their axe, they're gonna be hitting the tree with a dull blade. Like you don't get to where you are, you don't get to the point of not needing to train without always training. It's like a paradox. Like you're not gonna get to that point unless you actually just every single day come in, try to get better, and then apply it. So you have to consistently, that means every single day, hone in on your skills, all right? This is huge too. So someone who's new to the industry, right, you want to make sure you follow the advice of the people who are being successful and make sure that you filter that information properly. So if you're out there listening to someone who's not making any money and they barely work and you want to take their shortcuts because they know everything, like just don't listen to it, right? Like put it out the window. When I went to rehab, it was like, I went to a detox and I was like, hey, I talked to people who had gone to rehab 50 times. And I'm like, oh, where should I not go, right? They're like, oh, don't go to the place for 9 months to a year. That place is garbage. So I went there because I didn't want to follow a failed system, right? So when you go to sell insurance or you're in sales, don't listen to the people that aren't doing shit. Like, take advice from the people who are doing well, even if it means work harder, right? So it's easy as a new agent to fall in the trap of doing things your own way, but doing things your own way got you looking for a better job in the insurance industry or a better business or a better position. So stop doing things your own way. Like, surrender to the ideas of someone else. And if you don't have the gusto or the stamina to apply those things, you may want to reconsider your goals and standards, right? If you want to make a bunch of money, but you're not listening and taking the advice of the guy who's making a bunch of money, then maybe you should like do something else or try something else, or maybe, I don't know, but all I know how to do is listen to and surround myself with the people doing better than me. And it happens that I end up doing better for myself. Number 5, they lack enthusiasm. So attitude and enthusiasm, 4, sorry. So many agents don't apply the training that they learn. So look, we all knew those kids in school that were very book smart, but couldn't apply what they had learned to save their life, right? They're the kids, they got straight A's and everything, but like in practical world, they couldn't like apply anything. So they got stuck with like regular jobs. To be successful in this industry, you must not only train every day and listen to a mentor, but you have to apply the training and the advice. Knowledge without application is useless. You're only paid for the knowledge that you apply, right? So the only way to grow is to consistently challenge yourself to get better at the things you suck at. So apply the training that you learn. Every single day when you're in training, make sure you write down on a note or a notepad and post it on your desk what you're going to do different today to do better on something that you messed up on the day before. It's not that hard. Try it. It's fun. You're like, whoa, that worked. It's cool. When I do it, I love it. Try to do it every single day. So another thing here, number 5, they lack enthusiasm. So attitude and enthusiasm are the biggest determining factors for your success in life. I'll say it again. The 2 biggest determining factors for your success in life are attitude and enthusiasm, because work ethic follows attitude. You get a good attitude, you're enthusiastic about life, you're probably going to work pretty hard. I haven't met a single successful person who makes a lot of money and does a lot of great things who is not enthusiastic about their life and about their situation and always trying to improve and be constructive and be better and survive better and make more money and help more people. It comes from attitude. So you gotta work on your attitude, because that's going to determine your success, right? The beauty of this business is that you can apply this business with your purpose, whatever it is. If you want to help people, great. So what you do is say, hey, I'm going to go and make 30 friends today. Promise, if you get on the phone selling insurance and you make 30 friends every day, you're going to make a lot of money. Why? Because people like doing business with friends. Remember that. So whatever your purpose is, make the business align with that, and make what you're doing align with that, because work is activity with purpose. And if it's not aligned with what you want, it's hard to enjoy it, okay? And then number 6, I see this, they're just flat out lazy. Like, I see it time and time and again where people are just flat out lazy. They start to wake up late, stroll into work late, still manage to stop at Starbucks and get breakfast on the way in. They don't attend training sessions. They think they're too good to be on the training calls, and they know too much. They don't need it. It's not for them. I'm not going to listen to the people making a bunch of money who say I should attend these training sessions or I should show up at a certain time. Like, no, like, it goes back to what I was saying before. It's laziness. There's nothing else about it. Excuses, complaints, they root themselves in laziness and from attitude. So those 6 things are the main reasons I've seen why people fail in the industry. Excuses too. Lack of training, yeah, that's a huge one. We provide a ton of training, but some of the best agents I know really didn't. They went and kind of trained themselves, but training is very important, and I agree that people need to be brought on in the proper way. So 6 things: they do not have a persistence on a given course. They get knocked down, get in their head, they give up before getting back up. Number 2, they don't consistently train every single day to get better. Number 3, they don't listen to the mentors and follow the money. They do it their own way and listen to lazier people because it's easy. They don't apply the training they learn, right? So they may train, but then they don't actually apply it and practice and role play it. And 5, they don't have the enthusiasm needed to get someone to like them quickly. And then number 6, they're just flat out lazy.